Nerds playing D&D, get out.
Right. Yeah.
I know people get so offended when I call them nerds. It's like, what are we here doing? We're playing D&D, damn it. So, quick synopsis of Baldur's Gate. I don't know how much you guys know about
0%.
it in general, but Baldur's Gate is really a shitty place. Just to be open and honest about it. Baldur's Gate is... There's no town's guard. It is run by a militia that was hired by the reigning person in Baldur's Gate. That militia is the Flaming Fist. They're really not in it for their altruistic tendencies. They're in it for coin. So they are easily bribed. They do turn a blind eye to a lot of things that happen. It's really not a good place. It is the scum and villainy of the Sword Coast.
I like that.
And you all are here. So I know we kind of covered a little bit of it. Just like the real city watching guards. That's very true. I know we covered a little bit of it. And without exposing too much, what brings you here to Baldur's Gate? So, Robo, I know Tinker is here because that's where your backstory is. Olo, I know you're traveling with the Ardra Portier of who? Who does she work for?
The Flaming Fist.
But what about Paylor and Comfort and No Pain? What brings you specifically to Baldur's Gate?
I had it to where I am actually stopping at Tinker's shop to pick up a scimitar that was made for me. Like, that was made for me as kind of a celebration. Also, they just kind of wanted me to go and explore, and this is one of my first stops is Baldur's Gate. And I'm stopping at Tinker's store to pick up the scimitar that was made for me.
Yeah, it's more like the back alley. I wouldn't call it a store. She couldn't really afford it. But it's it's her first order. Maybe she got it from her parents, kind of thing, or maybe they passed it to her, kind of throw her a bone.
Love it.
Yeah, and the one thing I wanted to say was that she kept trying to upsell them on like little gadgets and things on it, but they wanted a traditional, fancy, like custom made scimitar. So she did it because she needs the money. She did it exactly made to order. So. But yeah, it's more like a couple of boxes and like a crate in the back of an alley somewhere. She doesn't have a real shop front.
Okay.
Yeah, he wouldn't know.
Yeah, nobody knows.
What about No Pain and Comfort? Why are you in Baldur's Gate?
No Pain would find relaxation and a distraction from the thoughts in their head, kind of hanging out, reading books on the city streets of Baldur's Gate, and there was an aristocrat or someone of some sort of an import that kind of bumped into him, agitated him a little bit, had some choice words for No Pain, and No Pain being the trickster that they are, kind of might have whipped up a little bit of thaumaturgy and got themselves into a little bit of trouble and conscripted by the magistrate to a little bit of service in the Flaming Fist, which really wasn't all that bad of a thing because there always was the calling to make the descent into Avernus. Bonus points for using the title.
Title card.
Yep.
And here we go. This is it.
Yeah.
And Comfort?
And there will be graphics there.
Mm-hmm.
And
yeah. Put it in. Graphics.
Baldur's Gate is where Comfort ended up when he ran away from home, and where he was working in the shop until he gave a haircut and a styling to this noble guy who left the shop just fine, but apparently bumped into somebody on the way out and was insulted and came back and blamed Comfort, and now Comfort is,
And now y'all know what haunts No Pain.
Oh, okay, that's what it is.
Yeah, okay. So, but, and just to be clear, you all have been conscripted into the Flaming Fist. And whether you've been there for a long time or this is your first foray into mercenary life, but we're going to go ahead and read that block text from the opening scene of Descent into Avernus. There will be graphics here.
Chris, put it in here.
All right, so here we go. First block text. Are you ready? Welcome to Baldur's Gate, a veritable nest of rats and vipers clinging to the rocky slopes overlooking the Chianthar River. From their high perches in the upper city, the local nobles, known as patriarchs, gaze down with veiled contempt upon the common rabble in the grimy lower city, which hugs the foggy harbor. The whole of Baldur's Gate reeks of blood, crime, and opportunity. One can easily fathom why pirates and traders are drawn to this place like flies to a carcass. Following the river further east would eventually lead you to Elturil, capital of the Holy Land of Elturgard. Or at least that was the case until a few days ago. The flood of refugees from Elturil has gotten worse since news first arrived that the city has fallen. Everyone is saying Baldur's Gate is next, but no one truly knows who or what has claimed Elturil. The Patriarchs pay a mercenary army called the Flaming Fist to protect their interests in Baldur's Gate, and by extension, the city itself. The Flaming Fist has gained even more power since their charismatic leader, Older Ravengard, claimed the title of Grand Duke a few years ago. Apparently, Ravengard is missing. In his absence, the Flaming Fist has sealed the city gates to staunch the flow of refugees. No one is allowed in or out. All of this was brought to your attention shortly after you were drafted by the Flaming Fist to help defend the city. Your orders are to speak to Captain Zaj at the Basilisk Gate, which pierces the city's eastern wall and takes its name from the various statues that rest in its niches and perch atop its battlements. Unseen beyond the sealed Basilisk Gate, a dirt road stretches through the outer city slums to the bridge known as Worm's Crossing, then to distant realms beyond. Dozens of Flaming Fist soldiers are trying to control an angry mob of commoners eager to leave the city, armed with only a vague description of Captain Zaj, a tall man with long black hair and a leather eye patch. It takes you a while to find him. A fight breaks out between soldiers and commoners, and you finally spot One-Eyed Captain as he wades into the fray and begins throwing punches. Just another day in the City of Blood. And so that's where we pick up. All of you either... I really... Zaj, to be honest.
Was it Ravengard, like the bird?
Older Ravengard, yeah.
Alder.
Older?
Yeah, I'll type
Like
it in
Alder?
chat.
A-L.
Okay.
I'll type it in chat.
All right.
Cool.
Let me find Ravengard. Yeah, so Older Ravengard.
Oh, older. Okay.
So
Okay.
this is where you all pick up. You all are seeing this. Maybe you came from different points of the city, but you are now at the Basilisk Gate. And let me pull up Roll20. Because I believe, folks, we got maps of Baldur's Gate. Don't ooh-woo me.
No ooh-woo. Ooh-woo in the chat if you're with me. I can't
Do we
YOLO,
have
I
to?
can't ooh-woo. What? I thought you were forgiving, DM.
I mean, you're over 30. What the hell?
Yeah.
I
So,
know.
all right. So everybody should be on the map here. Ooh-woo banned.
That's a ban.
And guess what, folks? I can go ahead and pull us into battle map up here, so we all can see it. You can see Roll20. It looks pretty. It looks hot.
Ooh.
So,
Careful. I heard a ooh.
ooh,
Woo!
ooh, woo.
Woo!
As long as you don't
Woo, knock
woo,
it off.
you can ooh. There's no.
No woo.
Yeah.
All right. So I'm just messing around with stuff. Sorry.
Would Liara be with me?
No.
Or would we have been
Absolutely
split
not.
up?
You would have split up at some point.
Okay.
Liara, maybe she hasn't told you how important she is.
Okay.
Flash, I just can't. If you can't handle me at Owo, you
So I
Can't even
imagine.
come back from that one.
I'll bring you back in. Here we go.
Thanks.
I imagine when we got in from Cholt, Liara and I kind of split up. I started making contact with some glassblowers and really working as a midnight shift in conscription. And so I'd probably be in and around there anyways.
Yeah. Yeah, and so as you all see this scene play out, you see this tall, one-eyed, long-haired, long black-haired guy. He descends from a couple steps, and he sees these commoners just starting to fight with the local Flaming Fist, and he just starts throwing punches. You see it come across. He's grabbing people out of there and just throwing them to the side. He's like, "Knock it off, god damn it! I demand peace! City gates are sealed, and none of you getting out of here." What do y'all do?
Now, you said people are trying to get out?
Yes, so the city gates are sealed from in and out.
So complete lockdown, basically. But these guys are trying to get outside. Okay. I think Tinker's gonna be kind of cautious. I can't talk. Yeah. Again, I think she's there because she got conscripted because she needs money, and so she's trying to work. But I think the sight of this guy being so gruff is gonna kind of put her on edge, so she's not gonna completely approach at first. She's just gonna watch and see what happens.
Okay. No pain, comfort. Paylor, what are you all doing?
Well, I'm gonna kind of just walk up to the long-haired guy and say, "Honey, no, that hair. What are you doing?"
That's the inn.
Well, this is my quarantine
Reporting
hair.
for duties. And I will thaumaturgy it so that it smells like lavender.
What is that enchanting aroma?
It's what I can do on short notice, but soldiers, you just don't take care of yourselves.
So you did just say reporting for duty. Are you one of the
conscripted?
One of the new mercenaries, as I like to call you, one of the new ranks in our Flaming Fist?
Well, more like a flaming pinky, but let's not go there.
We'll take whoever we can get. To be honest, as you can see, this is getting crazy. But I thought there was 5 of you.
And what he says, take whoever they can get. No pain steps up. I'm definitely a whoever.
Oh, okay, so I count 2. Where are the other 3?
Yeah, and I think
I believe I'm one of the 5.
Mm-hmm.
What?
Yeah, and I think Tinker would also at that walk up and say like, present, one of the 5 as well.
Okay, so I got 4. Now I'm gonna be honest, y'all. Okay, so I love your eagerness to volunteer, but have any of you really seen any combat, battle, or held back a city on the brink of...
I'm gonna say no to that.
I have 4 sisters.
You may be okay. You could probably handle your own, I think.
Well, I think we just need to help these people out, and I'll sheathe my war pick, keep my shield on, and I'll kind of like, are there people still up and around us?
Yeah, and he's gonna go, don't worry about them. I don't care about these people.
Well, I think they need a little comfort.
Everybody needs a little comfort, honey.
And if there is like a family looking for like any children, I'll kind of walk over, and in my bag I have like some little glass beads and trinkets. I'll kind of hand them to them, and then look at the parents.
And you see Captain Zodge. He's generally a pretty level-headed person. What? God damn it! We got other things to worry about, and these people are the least of our concerns, to be honest. But now that I got all 5 of you here, this refugee crisis, to be honest, it's stoked the fears that Baldur's Gate may suffer the same fate as El Truro. Have you all heard?
I think at the mention of Elturel, Tinker's gonna come up and ask, have you heard news about the area? I believe my parents were there on a work kind of quest to deliver some weapons, and I haven't heard from them since. Any news from that? What's going on?
Well, I mean, you see all these people, right? These people all are from Elturel, so your parents may be in this crowd, but not many got out. It's gone.
Okay.
I mean, it's not on the map anymore.
When you say not on the map, do you mean removed, like kind of
Like
exiled?
straight up disappeared.
Okay.
That's only mildly disturbing.
I mean, I think we're next, and the fear in these people around us, that is apparent. As you may know, and he kind of grabs probably you, Olo, over the shoulders, and kind of asks you all to huddle in. As you all know, the Grand Duke, older. He was on a diplomatic mission to Elturel. To Elturel.
Well, in that case, we're going to be faced by stormtroopers, in which case we'll be fine. They won't hit a thing.
They won't hit a damn thing. But no, in all seriousness, he was in Elturel. Do you think it was a coincidence that city's now gone?
I'm going to say probably no.
I think not. I think you're right. The Knights of Eltragard call themselves the Hell Riders. A few of them escaped the destruction and think we're somehow to blame for Elturel's downfall. What a bunch of self-righteous bastards. To be honest, we've been arresting every single one of them on site. Just so if you see them, feel free to... You are part of the Flaming Fist now, so go ahead and arrest them on site, but not what I tasked you for.
Okay.
But
that's just a bonus, huh?
Yeah, it's really left us shorthanded. So we picked the most able-bodied people, the most. You see the loss of words. Well, we picked the best of the remaining. Is the best way to put this.
That makes more sense.
Yeah.
I mean,
even at the second brewing, it's still a cup of coffee.
And he goes, crackerjack timing. And to be honest, since we are so shorthanded, I need your help. So before I get into it, I need you all just to nod in agreement that you are here on your own accord to help.
If that means helping these people, and I'll kind of point to some of the angry mobs trying to get out.
I mean,
I agree.
So helping these people in the grand scheme of things, on the macro level of what you're doing, yes. On the micro level, no. So I'm sorry to burst your bubble a little bit, but I'll just be honest, they are the least of our concerns.
Then what's the most of our concerns?
I don't. Well, I mean, we are on the brink of suffering the same fate as Eltragard, and I don't want that. I don't think you want that. And he points back to the turtle fellow. This guy clearly doesn't want that.
Yeah, I just look at him and... Oh, shit. I've never done anything like this before in my life.
So you're
What have
best.
I gotten myself into?
You'll be fine. He goes, so just everybody nod and you're here.
I agree. I'm here of my own accord.
Good.
I think
have
Tinker's
no choice, so here I am.
Yeah. Tinker will pop up and say, just one point of contest. We are getting paid, aren't we, for this?
Oh
correct?
yeah, they'll be.
You're getting paid?
Yeah, everybody will get a small stipend
Oh,
of
well, that
some
makes
money,
it
I think.
better.
Yeah,
It's
and then
not-
she'll start nodding in agreement then.
again, not much because everybody's gone. So,
Right. Well,
anyways, we are here.
this is when Comfort's going to go to Olo and tie a scarf around him, around his neck. It's a very lovely cherry blossoms pattern. And
Well, I don't know
you
what I
needed this.
I don't know what I did to deserve it, but I'll say thank you.
That's a nice picture.
This is a nice picture.
Oh, yeah.
So it is a picture of the Basilisk Gate looking into the city. So you see the harbor behind it. You see the keep behind it. Yeah, it's a nice scenic picture.
Okay.
So, all right. So since you're all on
Almost
the...
see the throngs of people stuck outside.
Yeah, they're not there.
Nervous.
They purposefully didn't photograph those people. It's bad for tourism.
Conspiracy.
If Olo were to ever catch No Pain's eye, he would notice that they're quite drawn to the runes that are on his shell. Like it's kind of always, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I think he would, and every time he kind of catches your eye, he'll kind of turn and rotate. He's a little self-conscious there about some of it.
I get it.
Just kind of keep.
and No Pain kind of just looks away in a bashful manner, like, oh.
So
I'd be happy to paint those for you.
all right, enough chitter chatter. Y'all can do that after I'm done here. But to be honest, Baldur's Gate has long been plagued by followers of the Dead 3. I don't know if y'all have heard of it. The gods Bane, Ball, and Merkel. Angela Merkel? No.
No.
Bane, Ball, and Merkel.
Yeah, the Dead 3.
Myrkul.
Steve Merkel? Did he do that?
Steve Merkel. Did I do that?
Well, I'm sorry. Nasal spray.
And I thought we had wiped him out, but apparently not. These purveyors of fear and death are taking advantage of this current crisis that we're in and causing undue panic. And they're doing more than causing panic. I'm sorry, I shouldn't downplay this, but we're pretty sure they're hiring people to commit murder, just throughout the streets. As my appointed deputies in this matter, and he looks at all of you like, you are the appointed deputies. You'll have license to kill these wretches on sight. Do you understand? What I need you to do is I need you to find their lair, wipe them out, eliminate anyone who gets in your way. Do you understand? Except me. I won't get in your way, but just don't. Don't.
I think when you say that appointed deputy part, Tinker's gonna straighten up and then do the salute kind of, and just be super kind of aye, I'm on the case.
This isn't. Man, we're mercenaries here. You don't gotta do that.
They're like, oh, okay, and she'll do it one more time, and then catch herself, and then say, okay, never.
But eliminate anybody who gets in your way, and really don't worry about collateral damage. Okay. We need to put an end to this now. Hello, Arija. Welcome. We're just starting session. We did our session 0, and we're into session 1 of Descent into Avernus.
I think as Tinker straightens up and has that interaction, Olo's sitting there just kind of feeling the scarf and just the kind of, the material that it is. It's a lot softer and, more gentle maybe than what he's used to.
Yeah,
So
definitely.
So he's not paying attention to Captain Dodge.
So to clarify, we're to arrest the Hell Riders and kill all the Dead 3 followers.
No, you don't worry about the Hell Riders. You kill you kill the 3. Okay. And Khan, thanks for the gifted sub to Arija. Appreciate it. You don't worry about Hell Riders. That's what we're doing. You kill the Dead 3, the followers of them.
Got it.
And if you do what I say, I'll see that each of you receive 200 gold pieces.
Dollar sign.
Each.
Yeah. Dollar signs in Tinker's eyes, like this big old.
Oh.
In addition...
Did he say gold?
Yes. Gold pieces. In addition to my gratitude. So, I mean, that's worth more than 200 gold pieces, but you'll get that in addition, okay? Which clearly is worth considerably more. So, travel, we have a spy on the inside. His name's Hercules Mulligan. Kidding. We have a spy named Tarina, and head over to the Elf Song Tavern. Find her. Gather as much information. I mean, she's not really loyal to the Flaming Fist, but she owes me a favor.
Okay.
So, ask her what she knows about the Dead Three, and for the love of Baldurin, be nice. Because Tarina has many dangerous friends. And after he's done talking to you, he turns around and sees that the fight is breaking out. And he almost leaps off of the small little steps that he's on and into the fray. And you see him just throwing punches again. And he takes a shot like across the side. He turns around and is like, and grabs him and starts throwing punches there. But yeah, he's not messing around.
This guy means business.
I picture Matthew McConaughey from Reign of Fire.
Probably, but with long hair that Cranky has insulted. Or Comfort has insulted.
Yeah.
Yeah, he doesn't mess around. And so after what are you doing when he does this?
I'll turn to Comfort and what is this made out of?
I'm gonna be watching this fight go on and trying to not get hit by his wild arms. That it's satin.
It feels nice, and he kind of tightens up the tie around his neck and tucks one into the inside of his shell, lets the other end hang out.
It goes well with your coloring.
So I think Tinker's gonna turn to the group and kind of point at the fight and be like, "Should we help this guy or?"
No, we have a tavern to go to.
Gotcha. Okay, just checking because I wasn't sure. I mean, I'm not getting any money for breaking up these guys here, so I'm cool.
Yep.
That's true.
No one's paying me to break up a fight, so.
Right.
What's up, Blue Nova? Welcome.
Okay.
So, where are we going again?
The Elf Song Tavern. Does anybody know where that is?
I would say
Can't say I do.
People who have been here for a little bit know. So probably
I've heard of it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
It's this way.
Yeah. Does it have a reputation, kind of like we would just kind of know from being in the city, right? Yeah. So let's follow Comfort then.
Don't step on my tail.
Okay.
Okay, so going directly there. As you kind of make your way through this crowd, so there's, if you imagine the Basilisk Gate, it's that tall, like two towers and then the gate on the middle of it. There's just a huge half circle of people around it, and the Flaming Fist directly at the gate. There's probably 5 right there with Captain Zodge, are just pushing everybody back. So if you imagine like a straight up riot right here of people trying to get out. You hear, please just let us out. This same thing's gonna happen here. And you guys, it's hard to make it through the crowd. You get pushed, you get hit. Not like hit, just like ran into. Nobody's like throwing punches as you kind of snake your way through the crowd. But once you get past this half circle of people, it clears out. It's early evening, so we're gonna say like 6-7 o'clock. So the sun has set. So if you also think we're in like summertime, so it's like probably the sun's going down, not set. So I'll change that a little bit. And so you just worm your way through the streets and you approach Elf Song Tavern.
And I step on Comfort's tail.
Ow!
On purpose or?
Yes.
Okay.
And
But
I swear
slyly.
at him in infernal, but telepathically.
And No Pain's bright pink skin on the cheeks turns to a bit of a red blush, and then No Pain lets out a muffled laugh, not to be confused with a muffaletta, because One's funny, the other's delicious.
Tinker, do you have your like little robotic creatures out and about?
I do.
Or are
So
they tucked away?
I was gonna say, I would assume that the little fat one, the dragon, would just be perched on her shoulder like a parrot, kind of almost like. And the wolf bolt is kind of like a scraggly. It looks almost like it's gonna kind of fall apart maybe. And it just follows sheepishly behind me, kind of at my heels.
I think there's something wrong with your dog there.
Oh, you mean old Bolt here? I'm gonna give him a pat and just be like, oh well, you know, he's seen better days, but he's a work in progress. So.
What
Bolt
about that? What about that one?
Oh, this guy, and then I'll point at the little parrot. He's like, yeah, no, he's good. He's he's been with me the longest. This is a Gizmo, and I'll show him. And then Gizmo will just fly up and flutter. And the way that I envision him is his wings are like almost too small for his fat body, and so he kind of like wiggles and like it's floating there, and then he like gently comes back down on my shoulder because he can barely float with those things.
I just want to say, nice balance of the sword. So I pull out the scimitar. Nice balance of the sword, but those two things are abysmal to nature and should be destroyed. Don't take it personally and walk.
Yeah, it's gonna be hard not to take it personal, but I think at the mention of the sword, I'll say like, well, that's what you get when you work with Zan, and I'll stop myself from saying my last name. Like, from this Tinker special that I created just for you, special order, kind of.
Yeah, thanks. It's good.
But I will hide like that I am slightly hurt though about my pets. I'll kind of hide it behind that.
Do you all know each other?
He's a client. I made the sword or the scimitar, and I'll point towards the fancy scimitar.
Kind of a weird way to say thank you. I'll look at Paylor.
No.
Yeah, thanks.
What about you two? Do you know each other?
Nope. Can't say as I've ever met him before. He used to hang out outside their shop, though.
What kind of shop?
Well,
For shop,
he cut hair.
among other things.
Nice.
I made miracles, honey. Let me tell you.
That's great. That's great.
Yeah. So I think I'll turn to Comfort and ask, so what kind of establishment is this this place here? Have you been here before?
On occasion.
And yeah.
Yeah, Cranky doesn't know what like kind of bar this is. I mean, if it's middle classy joint, then yeah, this is probably a place that.
Yeah, and I was gonna ask, what do we kind of see? When we look at this place, do we know?
Yeah, no, I mean, so you're there. It fits within the buildings of Baldur's Gate. So they're, I don't want to say it's like a shanty town, but they are, in the last couple years of the Flaming Fist taking over, they are less pristine. Streets are dirty. You see, as you kind of walk through the streets, which is normal, and so, Tinker, you'd be very aware of this, and Comfort, you as well. You see people passed out, like, all over the streets. As you pass through, you do see Flaming Fist, so that insignia I showed you guys earlier, I'll pull it up again. I guess we're not on it for chat.
Do we have those insignias?
No.
Oh shoot, we should have asked for one.
They did not give
I didn't
you
even
a
think about
plastic
that.
badge.
They deputized us, but didn't give us the little tin star.
Not today.
I saw it, didn't I? Right? Oh, did we see one on Zodge too? Right? Or not Zodge? Yeah, Zodge.
Yeah, you would know that. So anybody in the Flaming Fist that is a part of the Flaming Fist wear them. So it is like a insignia. But even as you walk through the streets, you see the Flaming Fist. I don't want to say robbing people, but you see them
Shaking them down.
Yeah,
roughing them up,
that's a good way to say it. Shaking them down. and they're just as corrupt as everybody else. So
I look at Tinker and I say, "What kind of shit have we got ourselves involved in?"
Yeah, I was about to just mention that I can make an insignia, but I think after seeing them kind of act so gruff, I'm gonna decline to put a symbol on myself instead. But yeah, I'll turn back the con and I'll just kind of give like a shrug, like I don't know. Yeah.
If we make it out of this, we gotta get out of this.
Yeah.
well put.
Yes.
So as you enter, it's an establishment much like everything else. So I guess we can go back into it for this. It's pretty packed. So this is the first floor here.
It's black for us.
Why is it black?
Do we have a token on the map at all, or
Dynamic lighting's off.
interesting?
Very, very interesting.
Oh, legacy lighting's on. Dynamic lighting.
Yeah,
is off.
that's the new thing just.
So you should be able to see it now.
Oh, it's like
Yep.
water deep.
Yeah, so it's
Maps.
old pen and paper maps. I kind of dig it.
Is this the troll? What is this?
Yeah, so as you guys
Bouncer.
approach, you see this giant troll use fire. No, just kidding. That is the
I was about to say, I
bouncer.
cast Sacred Flame.
Please don't, because you will be dead.
Yeah. Yeah. Game ends before. Yeah.
I'm going to need more art.
Con
Yeah,
2 character, all pain.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's
My new character, damn, that was painful.
Yeah.
So as you
Migraine.
enter, you see that there's a large. It's actually an ogre, to be honest, standing at the front. Yeah, normal sight here. A lot of bars kind of bring these creatures with them. And as you enter, he just kind of grunts at you. Doesn't really move or do anything else to acknowledge you other than the grunt. But
How's it hanging, sugar? I smile as I walk by.
and he just grunts back.
Barely. I see that.
You enter in through the doors. It is pretty populated, even for about 7 o'clock. The bars are open a lot of the time here, and people are always in here. Again, think of a nest of rats and vipers. That is Baldur's Gate. So you do see a table of people playing Baldur's Bones. So that is a game that if you're from Baldur's Gate, you are familiar with.
Do you have to pay extra for that?
Oh, you have to bet. So Baldur's Bones is a popular dice game in the taverns of Baldur's Gate. Each player requires several 6-sided dice. The rules are as follows if you're interested. Kind of fun that they put that in here.
Cool.
But you weren't given a description of who you're looking for. So you
Gotcha.
have no idea if you see them or don't.
Always has a name, which I forgot.
Tarina.
What are we
Tarina?
looking for? What do they look like?
I'm gonna
Tarina.
I'm gonna thaumaturgy and I'm gonna boom my voice and shrill whistle. Tarina, where you
Ooh.
at, honey?
I'm going to hide under a table.
Yeah, I'm gonna back away slowly, just a little bit. Just
I'm just smiling and
yeah.
looking around for someone to respond.
You see people look at you, but nobody acknowledges that.
I peek up over the table.
Yeah. Is there a bar? Is there like a bartender kind of thing we can kind of approach in here at all, or?
Yeah, so the bartender would be up yonder.
Okay.
I'll just
Yonder.
shrug and-
Now
Oh,
he's speaking
bar.
my yonder. Now he's speaking my language.
Okay. Oh,
Just kidding, that was me.
I was like, did someone die?
So if you guys heard the Wilhelm scream, it is provided by Sirenscape, and we are using the Sirenscape online if you are interested.
I gotta say, I'm
Non-sponsored.
pretty impressed with it.
Non-sponsored though.
Not actually, they
Oh, did they?
require you to be a sponsor if you use them in your streams.
Oh, okay.
Sorry for that loud noise. Drop that. So we have to announce them every stream, one point during the stream.
Awesome. Okay.
Tinker, I'll follow you in, but kind of stand back a couple steps.
Yeah. So I think if it doesn't seem like anybody's reacting to the loud thaumaturgy
No.
call, I'll head up to the bar and just be like, "Oh, bartender, a moment of your time, please."
And I'm just going to kind of follow in behind Tinker, kind of just back a little bit.
I'm doing the whole backwards lean against the bar, looking all pretty and
Cool, yeah, looking all cool.
I am awesome. And I'm turning my head and like, it's been a day, honey. Let's get something smooth served up on here.
I think I'll be like at the back. I don't know where Paler's at, but towards the back, kind of like looking in all those rooms that are off to the left-hand side there on the map, just kind of like looking up and around.
Sure.
In every room, just trailing behind.
Cool. Yeah, and so I think Tinker will say something along the lines of, I have in need of some drinks and a question, if you have the moment.
I mean, we're pretty busy, so as you do see, the bartender turns to you. Not the cleanest looking person. This bar is also not very clean. It's one of the nicer establishments in Baldur's Gate, but that's not saying much, to be honest. So I mean, we're pretty busy. I mean, you're taking money out of my pocket.
Well, I'll offer. Say like, does everyone want a round of beer? And I'll ask the party, like, kind of. Does anyone want a beer?
Yeah. Tink. I've never had alcohol.
This. Would you like to? Yeah.
I don't know.
Wow.
Would I?
Get this man a beer.
I mean, y'all must be new around here, so yeah.
Is that too strong?
No,
it's not too strong. You'll find it enjoyable, but information
You should
also
have 5.
costs money.
Yeah.
At the same time?
Well, one after another.
Oh, because I've only got the 2 hands and the tail, maybe 3.
Yeah. So then I'll offer. Yeah. So a round of beers. How much would that be actually? And I'll ask how much.
That'll be 10 silver pieces, please.
And I'll be like, and then I'll be like, and then I guess she'll pull out her pouch and kind of count. And I don't know if I have enough for that. So I'm gonna ask, is there anything a little bit cheaper, like a house special?
I see the what's going on, and I put a gold piece in Tink's hand.
Oh, thank you very much. And yeah, so I'll offer them the gold and say, 5 beers, please.
Okay. And he turns around, gives you, pulls from the casks of beer that he has.
Mm-hmm. And and I'll distribute it to the party. And so I'll say, now that we're paying customers, perhaps you can help us find a friend of ours named, look at my notes, our friend Tarina.
Well, maybe you didn't hear me earlier, but I mean, beers cost money. Information also costs money, so.
Okay. Yeah, and I'll have given the change back to No Pain. You want? Okay, so now I'll push the remaining of whatever was left from the gold, and say, how about this? And I'll just kind of push that towards the bartender. I don't even know how much it was. Sorry.
That would have been like 5 silver left over after the beers.
Okay.
Unless you tipped them.
Well, I mean, it was 10 silver pieces, so if you handed him 1 gold...
Is it exactly enough? Then I'll slightly take out a copper piece and I'll put it on top and be like, how about now? Because I don't have any money. I really don't.
I thought the beers were 5 silver. I hand him another gold.
I don't remember what I said, to be honest.
That's fine. Okay, well, I hand him another gold after I see that we don't have enough.
And then I'll put the gold on top of the copper I put and be like, how about now?
How about our friend George Washington?
Yeah. Yeah. It's a quarter, not $1. It's a quarter.
I mean, that's a start. So what kind of information are you looking for?
Yeah, we're looking for a friend of ours named Tarina.
I've heard that name. I think they frequent this establishment.
Okay. I'm trying to think, because I don't think Tink's she's tiny, so I don't think she's very imposing at all to help. I don't know if anyone wants to help, kind of, because I feel like this guy's maybe taking advantage of her a little bit.
No.
Could I, at the last, maybe a little bit of retcon here, otherwise I'll just touch Tink again, but at the last passing of the gold, can I cast Bless?
No.
Or can I put my hand on Tink's shoulder right now and cast Bless?
Sure. I mean,
Yeah,
GM.
absolutely.
Okay.
You are now blessed.
Yeah.
Oh, that's not what I thought of. I think I meant guidance.
That's fine. Manipod
Yep.
Studios, thank you for the raid. We appreciate that.
Whoop whoop.
Whoop, whoop. We are playing.
Yeah, I meant
Sorry, Connor.
I
go
meant
ahead.
guidance.
Guidance. Yeah, no, go ahead.
Yeah.
We are playing Descent into Avernus. This is session 1. We just wrapped up session 0, so at the very start of our campaign. Welcome.
Yeah. You're coming in right when we're trying to get some info from the bartender, the classic
We're
scene.
about to be murdered by the bartender.
And
Exactly, yeah.
bartender's cleaning
That's
with a
level
dirty
1.
rag. You know, just
We're all
Okay.
going to die of sepsis.
yeah.
I look back and I'm holding the mug of beer and I look at Oloas and just like, is this even legal for me to have? I'm only 19.
Oh no, I didn't know that at all.
I would think
And
in
then
this place it's
and then-
totally
and then-
Yeah, like I don't think anybody's carding anybody.
yeah.
Yeah.
I think you're doing all
think
right.
I think you're drinking at 12 in this place.
I'll kind of as still learning names. Holy man, no pain. I said that and hearing Tinker have some issues. I'll kind of like nudge my way in. I think this might help, and I'll put 2 more gold down on the table.
Oh,
I don't know how much more expensive this can get.
I mean, it depends on
At
how
this
much
point-
information you want.
I'm gonna use my telepathic ability and connect with the bartender,
Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
as well as make my eyes glow with the thaumaturgy, and gonna say in their head, "This is more than enough money to point out one person."
Well, like I said, I've seen that person around here. They frequent Baldur's Dice upstairs. I don't think they're here right now, to be honest.
Mm,
That's why they couldn't hear you. Comfort. They're not
Yeah.
here.
It's what I suspected.
okay.
Can we go upstairs and wait?
I think that's a good idea.
Yep, I
Watch
agree.
this.
But
Yeah.
not all of us. I think a couple of us should go up there.
Sounds good.
I mean, that's a lot of stairs. I can stay down here.
Who would like to go up and find our friend upstairs?
Yeah.
Let's send Tinker and Paylor
Great. Okay.
right into the gambling.
Drink
I
the rest of
think
the
they're
beer.
Perfect for it.
And I'm just going to tag along with Tinker.
Cool. Yeah, I think we'll respond and be like, "I like games," and then she's gonna go up, and she's like, and so do we see like stairs? A way to go upstairs?
Yeah,
like
yeah. So on the first floor, there are stairs right here that head up. So as you do head up the stairs, the only stairs that are here, you see more rooms up here. You do see a halfling up here in like kind of earthy robes, if you will. And they're just kind of sitting to themselves reading a book. But nobody else is up here.
And you said where are they sitting? Like against, like on a chair, on a wall, or?
Okay.
On a chair near the wall. So both.
Gotcha. Okay. I guess I'll approach and I'll be like, "Good day. Would you might be or would you happen to be I always forget her name.
Tarina.
Tarina, by any chance?
Oh no, I am. My name is Willow.
Oh, Willow.
Willow.
A halfling named Willow, huh?
Bagmorda.
Yeah.
Sorry.
It's like, oh, my apologies. I'm looking for an acquaintance named Tarina. Is there anyone up here that might?
Actually, it's just me right now. I was actually hoping people would come up here. This is normally, and she like looks at her watch if she had a watch. This is normally when when we start getting the games going up here.
Oh, is this the Baldur's Bones that we heard about? Is that
Oh
where
yeah,
it's
we
happening?
get a nightly game. It gets really interesting.
How do we join?
We can show you right now if you want.
Yeah, and then I'll turn to both No Pain and Paler and ask, do you guys would you like to join and play? Kind of.
No pain, just go.
Oh, great. I'm gonna take that as a yes.
Well, I mean,
I'm gonna buy downstairs. Buy 2 more beers and carry one up to No Pain.
okay. So who all's downstairs still?
I think it's just Olo
It's
now.
just me.
Yeah.
I'm all alone.
Oh no.
Olo.
I gotta update the list now. Olo.
Oh, damn.
So
Man,
Olo,
damn
as
it.
you're downstairs.
I'll put
Man.
my token out there if you want me
Yeah,
to.
if everybody could put your tokens up where you're at, that'd be great.
I
So
think
I
I'd
would
still
be-
be up at the bar, kind of at the corner.
I feel like Olo, you're like that.
Yeah, just yoked. Actually, I'm like a soup can. I'm only
How
5
come
foot
I-
tall, but 400 pounds.
Like a little
How
tater
come I
tot.
token it? I token it and tokened.
We'll make that for you.
How do we?
Just
I thought
drag,
how do I
I sent
get-
it.
drag him out.
I'll do it.
Oh, there it is. There it is. There it is. Yeah.
I've got one. I'll send it to you real quick. I thought I already
Okay.
did.
Got it.
You might have. I may have missed it. It could be.
It's all good, man.
100%
I
my
ain't
fault.
worried about it. I ain't worried about it.
Olo, as you're downstairs and everybody's gone upstairs for a minute or two, you see these 2 people start a fight. So they are all female tokens. They are not all females, just so you're aware. And it's 2 guys that have been drinking for a while, and one guy just like decks him across the table. And you hear that bar stool screech, and before anybody else, you see everybody else start to stand up before anybody else can come in. You see this half ogre just grab both of them and go,
Big dude.
"Stop!" and then sets them in their seats.
Is that normal behavior?
Oh yeah,
Say to the
that's-
bartender.
Yeah, that's nightly, to be honest. And so the ogre just stands here, like staring at these 2. No more trouble. Back up to
sounds
the
it.
group upstairs.
I'm nodding my head like.
Back up to the
Got
group
it.
upstairs. You guys hear this ogre just stop. But Willow's like, oh, follow me over to the table. If you have gold, would probably be the best. We could play for copper since you're new. A few silver pieces if you would like. But this is a betting game, so you must have funds to bet. But come over. And she pulls out her nice little dice set.
I'll go walk over and sit down.
Come.
Yep, I'll head over to the table too, and I'll emphasize coppers sound just fine. Let's just start out with coppers, please.
I mean, you could turn those coppers into gold.
That's the plan.
Probably won't. I'm pretty
Yeah,
good.
probably won't. But,
So who all is playing?
so if it is coppers, I will play. I don't think I can afford anything more than coppers.
I'm going to. Well, after I hand No Pain another beer, I'm here to enable when they need more money to bet. I'm gonna slip a gold
You're that.
And
I
just-
gotcha.
and
a couple of times, you know.
and in about another beer, I'm going to give up the rest of my 13.
Oh no.
Okay, so let me read the rules to everybody. So Baldur's Bones, you need some 6-sided dice. So if you want to roll them in real life, that's fine too. If you want to roll them in Roll20, that's adequate as well. So each player puts the agreed ante in the pot. Each player rolls 3 dice, Play then proceeds clockwise around the table, with the host of the game going last. So Willow will be the host. Whoever's playing, put your ante in the table. Well, we'll start with how about 1 copper piece into our all new. We'll just test the waters, if you will.
Okay.
Okay.
Yep, I'll toss in a copper.
Yeah, so in the middle there's all the copper pieces. So each player rolls 3 dice. So go ahead and roll whoever's playing.
3d6?
3 d6s.
Okay.
Does guidance affect that at all?
No, not really.
No. Okay. All right.
If it's only if it's a check, I believe.
Because
Yeah.
all right. Well, I certainly don't want us to be. Although it's probably not only allowed, but probably. What's the word I'm looking for? Anyway,
frowned upon, or yeah.
Well, no, I'm thinking that the opposite of that. I think cheating is probably like, oh well, okay, all right, well,
Yeah.
that makes it fair because everybody's probably doing it.
As long as you don't get caught, kind of thing.
Yeah, it's kind of like the steroids in baseball thing. It's like, is it really cheating if everyone's doing it?
Okay.
Wolf, what'd you roll?
A 5, a 3, and a 5.
Okay, so just go ahead and do the 13 in the chat. All
Okay.
right. So on their turn, a player can choose to stand or roll. If the player stands, the next player can take a turn. A player who rolls takes an additional die and rolls it. If the total of their die exceeds 21, they bust and are out of the game. Otherwise, they can keep rolling additional dice until they either stand or break. After everyone has had a turn, the highest point total wins the game. So it's essentially 21 blackjack.
Yeah. Did you say that 21 busts or
If you're over 21, you bust.
over 21, right?
Yeah. So I mean, looking at a 15,
Yeah, I know. That's
you
why.
can roll a d6, and so we'll go counterclockwise, which would be to here.
What did Willow roll?
A 15. Willow rolled a 9.
Yeah. So for the
Okay,
chat,
good.
I rolled a 15 and Willow got a 9. It looks like so. Yeah, for
Okay.
people that can't see.
I think everybody. It doesn't say to hide your dice, so I think everybody's just aware.
Okay.
So yeah,
So who?
it's actually Paylor is first.
Okay.
So you can either stand or roll.
I'm going to roll.
Hell yeah, you are.
Nice. So another 6. So I'm
19.
19.
You gonna stand or you want to roll?
I want to stand.
Okay. Tinker.
Yep. So Tinker's gonna be. I'm gonna push my luck, even though it's not, because it's a 6, and so she's gonna roll another die. And I got a 5, so a total of 20, and she'll be like, "Ooh, that's good for me," and I'll just stop.
And so Willow's gonna roll. Take 2 more d6s out and roll it. That's a 20 for me. She's like, I'm gonna stand too. So it looks like Wolf, you lose, or Paylor, you lose, but Tinker, not too bad. So we can't really split 1 copper. We'll just throw it into the pool for the next game.
Okay.
You two want to join us? And she'll point to No Pain and Comfort.
No.
Oh, drunky. So.
But here's an extra gold just for my friends here to bet.
Oh,
All right.
So we want to up the ante to 5 silver. We can do that.
Okay.
And we'll keep that copper in there. So she pulls out her little coin purse and, stacks 5 silver as if they were at the poker tables in the Rio in Las Vegas. That's not real. Okay, go ahead and roll your 3 dice.
Yeah, and I think as I'm rolling, Tinker's gonna casually ask, so are there other players that are supposed to be here? We heard our friend might be playing, and I'm gonna roll my 3 dice as I ask that question.
Oh, who's your friend?
Good question. Let me look at my notes again.
Tarina?
I don't know why I cannot remember that name. Tarina.
The most forgettable person in Baldur's Gate.
Yeah, I mean, it sounds like Irina from the Chris Estrada one, and I would think you would remember. I would remember it, but nope, Tarina. I'm gonna write it down actually.
Well, It's not a name I'm terribly familiar with, but there does a lot of people pick up as the night goes on.
And actually, I guess I'll ask too. What else is around? Because I'm looking at the map. What else do we see? Kind of in this room? Just are there other rooms?
Sorry. So lit lanterns hang from the rafters in the windowless room. Rugs cover the wooden floor and help dampen the noise from drunken patrons gathered around the two large tables, eating and playing games of Boulder's Bones. And then there are 6 different doors. All are closed. So you can't really see too much, but it's there.
Yeah, because I guess we wouldn't. Okay.
And Wolf,
There's other rooms, huh?
Yeah, Wolf. What'd you roll?
13.
13. Okay.
Again.
Well, we'll go the opposite way. Tinker, what?
Yep. And so it looks like I rolled a 7, so I'm definitely gonna roll again, right? And so do we have to go one by one, or how does that work for the rules?
You just roll until you want to stop.
So I can do it one at a time, though?
Yeah, if you want to.
Yeah, so seeing the 7, Tinker's gonna roll another 1d6, and I rolled a 2. So I'm at a 9 now, right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna push my luck. This is horrible. Out of character, this is horrible for me because I'm just gonna keep rolling. Okay, so Tinker rolls another dice and gets a 5, so mathing, I'm at a 14, right? And she's gonna push her luck one more time.
Wow.
And she rolls a 3, and I lost count of my math. That's 17. And then I think she's gonna stop there.
Okay.
And be like, 17, that's pretty good, right?
Sure. Paylor.
19. I rolled another 6.
Okay.
Oh,
Looks like I rolled a 20. She grabs all the money.
rigged.
Well,
I didn't say that out of character. That was out of character.
Well, I mean, beginner's luck for me, I suppose. Beginner's anti-luck because you all lost, to be honest.
I think Tinker's gonna look like she's gonna cry seeing the money kind of go away and be like, my money.
Well, we can keep playing, but more people should be showing up.
Something tells me you're going to win all the time.
Well, not all the time. And as she says that, you do see somebody ascend the stairs. And that's where we're going to end it for tonight. So this was a half session. I do want to say thank you, players, for hanging out. It was great. Session zeros are always kind of fun. I'm glad we got into the game. But yeah, for next time. So we did Session 0 chat today. We also did... Elijah, thanks for the 100 bits. Appreciate it. We did Session 0 today. That will be up on YouTube. I think we will be doing a Session 0, like, how to run it, if anybody's interested, at some point, and get it up on YouTube as well. But we also hit Session 1 today. Next game will be next Wednesday, assuming all the players can make it. We will be talking about that offline. And I just want to say thanks, everybody. So we are going to do a quick raid. Do we have anybody out there that we know playing?
Let's see, I'll look on my list. There's this FeatherFall group. Oh, wait.
Right, that's what I was getting ready to say. Oh, wait, no.
We could do Mercs of Mischief. They're in their finale.
I always mess this up. Okay.
Yeah, you do. We're gonna raid
fix
Mercs of Mischief. So they're in their finale game. Tell them FeatherFall sent you. I always appreciate you guys being here. It's a lot of fun. We get to interact with the chat and share some of our shared experiences. So we're gonna go ahead and start that raid. Make sure to tell them FeatherFall sent you, and thank you for the follows today, which Dave the Dodo followed. I apologize, I missed that. R Walker 101 followed, and Manapot, thank you again for the raid. So we're gonna go over there now. Thanks everybody. Have a great Wednesday. See you next week.
Bye y'all.